Hello, welcome back to BattleTech, where it took me a month just to find a non-5-star mission, which is a little bit sad. Also, an update happened that I'm gonna be talking about more in a second. We're gonna fight a battle again, sadly, but in Badlands territory, so I decided to switch the squad that we had last time, the lands that we had last time, just a little bit. I downgraded I think we had the Griffin with us last time, down to the cicada that I wanted to try out with, lots of flamers, which is why it's called Kentucky Fried Cicada, Um, so we want to try that out. Since I then had some spare weight to play around with, like 15 tons, I upgraded the catapult to the Orion, which is slightly better in regards to heat management than the catapult. So, but the rolls are going to be similar as they were last time. Alright, let's deploy. I wanted to talk about the update. There was like a major update to, I think, version 1.1 like a week ago. Also, there's been a minor update since then even, but they changed the balance just a little bit, in addition to providing a lot of additional options for a new campaign, so you can tailor the campaign to your liking. If you want to, you can make stuff more difficult, make your pilots to die all the time. For instance, when your mech goes down, or when they have full injuries. So, if you thought the campaign was too easy for you, then even the unmodded game will provide some additional options there for you in the future. Of course, you could just play mods at that point. Like, I've heard about this BattleTech mod that's supposedly good, but maybe it's a little bit too early to look into that at this point. Anyway, also there were some balancing changes. I think the major balancing change, in my opinion, was that the heat that lasers generate, and to a small extent PPCs generate, was reduced significantly. Like large lasers make just a little bit more than half the heat of what they were used to, which makes them a little bit more viable than before. But I was already a fan of large lasers before, so now that they're even better, why isn't that okay? Anyway, we're approaching the enemy drop site. Commander eyes peeled. They can move forward. We're expecting heavy resistance and take this lightly. No becoming Rivera out. So let's figure out. Light lasers are OP now. Probably not. I think I just made them work before, and now they're actually decent-ish. So since the edge of the map is here, I think it's gonna be okay if we move along this edge of the map. Again, I don't want to trigger the second wave unless I have to. They also supposedly balanced that a little bit. Maybe they realized that it was a little bit ridiculous. So maybe that's not even an issue anymore, but in case it is, let's just approach carefully,
Moving out. Rolling.
Alright, Cicada isn't quite as fast as the Jenner. Also, I didn't equip it with jump jets. But if it manages to move in and can use the flamers, might do some fun things, I just wanted to try out flamers. That was kind of the idea, I've never really used flamers much in the playthrough, so maybe I should do something about that. Shame that we don't really see anything. Maybe a cicada can trigger the fight, and then we'll just
good to go.
Retreat. I really don't want to go in there because there's like no cover here unless we're just on top of them. So let's actually have a cicada scout. Do your job, man. Maker. Do your job and scout. We're probably gonna trigger contact, probably even surprise. We narrowly managed to avoid triggering the surprise, okay. In any event, we're still just gonna stay here, I think. No, we're just gonna stay right here, man. I think any of you has anything. So. Stay where we are. Decker's gonna fall back to the group, and at the same time, use his scanning ability to give us some targets to shoot at. Can actually walk over the map. Interesting. Then slightly safer. We would be out of scanning range though for that guy that we know that is there. So maybe we're not gonna be there. Actually, let's go here.
Copy that.
Technically they can scan for him too, so let's hope it doesn't come to that, but we'll see. Fuck. 75-ton guy, Black Knight. Ready? Gonna reserve, maybe that guy's gonna move and not have guarded anymore. Another thing that was changed was the stability damage for heavier mechs. Up until this point, apparently, all mech classes had the same amount of stability damage before they went, you know, down, which was especially dangerous for assaults because with the amount of firepower generally headed towards assaults, they could just, you know, get overwhelmed with this. But now they can survive double the stability damage than before without, you know, going down. Which will make some fights against assaults probably a little bit less ridiculous, because it was basically just knocking them down and then either headshot or, you know, core them. Or, you know, if you wanted to get the assault, just knock him down again and again to gain injuries, kill a side torso, and, you know, get the mech, like we saw last time. It's large laser. Can you move somewhere where you can use the medium lasers as well? Should know to answer. Apparently that is not enough. That is also not enough. You could jump, of course.
Commander?
Have the Orion go first then.
Coordinates received.
Fire it up.
Taking the shot.
Okay. So the LRM salvos are slightly less scary now because, like, we managed to do half his stability damage. I think since he's in a heavy mech, I believe they have like 160 or something like that as stability damage before going down. So
Commander?
we either need to bring more stability weapons or, you know, just not rely on it that much. As well, or do we want to use breaching shot? I think we might just want to use breaching shot with the AC-10.
Good to go.
Now we can give you vigilance, get into position with jump jets where you can actually hit that guy and let the AC-20s rip. Don't have multi-shot Red Star. I wanted to bring Red Star because she has, you know, high spirits, so things cost less, but she doesn't have multi-shot. We can't do really fun things like use the AC-20 on multiple targets. Anyway.
Roger that.
Yeah, and with Badlands we don't really want to fire everything. Medium lasers now make slightly more heat. I think the base heat was 10 before, now it's 12. Large lasers is 18 now and used to be 30, I believe. So that's quite a significant upgrade for them. Yeah, if we're speaking about damage per heat, they're almost at the same level of medium lasers. Like, I think this has damage upgrade, so it's slightly better, but actually it would be slightly better if it's 12, 25, and these would be 40 for 18. Well, they're on a similar range at least. In any event, let's use everything, I guess. Let's not use the medium lasers to generate heat yet. Can still use them next turn when the Black Knight is knocked down, possibly. For now, let's just use the AC-20s. Lost something there.
That hit something good.
So we managed to get him to unsteady.
I've got eyes on
Reinforcements are here already, sure. Sure, man. Cool story, brah. I really went to some lengths to not trigger them immediately, but
Receiving you.
apparently it was not enough. Anyway, we could knock him down. Even our Atlas would be having its turn before the Black Knight, so we could definitely kill the Black Knight this turn, even though the center torso is pretty much pristine still. So let's do that. Let's actually use Apex is the only one that's gonna be better, although I would like to use Cataphract to knock it down if possible. There's really no reason to waste the Orion stability damage on that unless we have to. So let's reserve everyone. No, that one is first. Damn it. Oh, he's gonna go guard it. Who's actually gonna fire? Okay, sure. I was kind of hoping someone else would go first, and then I could have just knocked him down to initiative 1, and you know, that turn would have worked out much better than it does now. But anyway, apparently we're gonna need both Apex and Mockingbird stability damage now to get something done here. Matter. Oops.
Engaging multiple enemies.
This should take it to unsteady so that Mockingbird can knock it down. And then Red Star can destroy it. So, moving on with the plan.
Roger. Target confirmed.
Got a head hit. Which is injury 2. Knockdown is injury 3 at this point. Don't think we need another Black Knight, but I think we can also just hit the side torso to kill it if that is easier.
Got a lock on me.
Yeah, Commander.
Gonna stay right there. So 18, 22. Doesn't really make much of a difference. Completely honest here. Let's still aim for the side torso. Maybe we're gonna recover the entire Black Knight or get at least a chance to. I don't know. It should kill him unless he has like 5 health, which would be a little bit excessive for top shooters. Alright, I'm gonna add a few medium lasers for good measure. For some reason, dropped it. Because he's fallen down behind that thing. Do we want to move then? Here. Be an option. We triggered reinforcements anyway, but it's still only going up to like 75. So 65. Gonna stay right where we are.
Commander?
We could make a precision strike, which seems a little bit ridiculous since it's already, you know, lying down, but, you know, just to increase the chance for the AC-20s to hit. 85%. Because if they both miss, we would need to use a lot of medium lasers to go through. I think it's a little bit... Well, we're gonna get morale back anyway, so let's precision strike. Seems a little bit excessive, I know, but we're gonna not take any chances unless we really have to. So it should be enough though.
Aye, aye.
But apparently he had enough health. Probably just
eliminated.
bought it entirely. I don't know. Too late now. Anyway, couple of the mechs haven't moved yet, so I'm not gonna move Decker yet. He still has high evasion and is in a pretty safe location. Maybe he can, you know, shut someone down with all the flamers. Like that Thunderbolt that's just unloaded on
Holding firm.
Red Star. Well, that guy over there. There's quite as much firepower there. So, Decker. That little guy's a little bit too far away. But you should be able to reach that with Flamer, right? That's in Flamer range, I believe. If it's not, we can sensor lock, but sensor lock really doesn't do anything significant. Because, you know, everybody else has already fired. Maybe here jump jets would have been actually helpful. Gonna get there as close as we can, but seems like it's actually too far away for the using laser. It's sad. Maybe we actually want to give him guard 2, though he is gonna be one of the first guys who get to move again next turn, unless I, you know, want to do something crazy. Like move in there and well, in that case, gonna shoot that Thunderbolt once. Yeah, 2 lances, thank you. Apparently the first lance was only consisting of 3 mechs instead of, you know, 4. At least we have that going for us, but it all seems to be like all Thunderbolts and 60 something with 6 tons.
Orders?
On. Anyway. Do you have any melee weapons, medium lasers? That's not that scary, to be honest. Well, we got that Cicada in order to try out Flamers, so I guess we're gonna do that. Not gonna shut him down this turn because he hasn't really done anything, but it should send him the correct idea. Question is if I want to give him guarded or not. It already has 25% because of the forest cover. I think I'm actually not going to. Doesn't even generate heat by firing everything. But that Cicada that was the only Cicada that I had was like a little bit weird because it has ballistic slots, which isn't really worth much because the Cicada doesn't have the weight to just even mount 2 AC2s in this game, and you can't really do anything to increase the weight that it can carry. So, what do you really want to do with that mech is the question. And I thought, you know, it has 4 support weapon slots, so let's add frickin' flamers. Anyway, frickin' flamers it is. I think we're gonna give him vigilance now.
Firing a full salvo.
Well, that's some heat build-up.
Commander?
Not a particularly significant heat build-up, but heat build-up nonetheless. So we should be moving in to support the Atlas at some point, because it is getting pummeled by everyone right now, which it can take for a turn or 2, but after that we should offer some other options to the enemy, also use our heat more efficiently. So, which one do we want to kill next though? I think the Cicada can try to shut that Thunderbolt down, and we're gonna take it when that happens. For now, let's continue with that one.
Alpha strike.
Ah, why are they always the first one to move that I target? God damn it, I could have knocked it down before anything happened. But of course, they were the first one to move. Now it's not even unsteady anymore, and we would have to shoot at least twice to knock it down. Ah. Oh well.
Aye, aye.
Thanks. Getting close enough to, medium lasers too. Okay. Here it would not be, so we need to get a move on. Invasion, not that it matters much. Just offering up quote-unquote easier targets for the enemy to shoot at. Next turn they'll also gain bulwark if they don't move. For one turn they should be able to survive the firepower even without it. Alrighty.
Giving him everything I've got.
Right, apparently that strategy is working. We need,
Can't
just
take
need
much
to
more at this.
make sure we don't overdo it.
Waiting for orders.
Alright. She might accidentally kill that guy, especially if I make another precision strike. Yep. Gonna. All that, stability damage was like useless at this point, but I don't think I could have known for sure that that mech went first, which kind of messed everything up. Alright, we only need 130, so either one of those need to hit. I mean, if they both hit, he's dead either way. And then we'll add some lasers to that. Should have enough firepower. Maybe add one more for safety reasons, but
Acknowledged.
one of them missed, and two medium lasers missed. Okay, currently I was making just the correct choice here. Alright. Scanning, okay. You really want to ignore that cicada so much that you're gonna turn your back toward it? Interesting strategy, man. Not sure if that is a good idea. So, our goal is to build up some movement, but still fire at it with flamers. I was considering doing a melee attack, but like cicadas have pathetic amount of melee damage apparently, like 25. That's less than I would do with a freaking large laser shot. So we're not gonna do that. Just a little bit crazy. Anyway. Well, that's 3 movement at least. Still behind him, and flamer and large lasers. So I guess I'll take that. We're gonna give him vigilance again though.
Confirmed.
It is critical now. Jaeger. A lot of armament apparently.
I'm under heavy fire.
That's okay. They all of these guys are gonna get vigilance again now. So that Thunderbolt has heat issues, so I don't think we need to add stability issues on top of that. So we're just gonna turn. And I think I like that Jaeger mech the least of these guys. And I have all moved anyway, but it's not like I'm gonna stop that this turn either way. So we're just gonna turn. And then the Jaeger mech, please. Jaeger mechs don't have quite as much armor as the other guys too, so should also go down rather quick. There's another Jaeger. That catapult needs to go somewhere else.
Internal structure damage. Awaiting orders.
The lag. That has never happened before. Like the lag being so critically damaged as it is right now. Anyway, we're just gonna turn again. And continue with the Jaeger mech.
Confirmed.
Should knock it down? No, it does not. What? Oh.
Armor breach. Internal damage.
I'll have more armor breach on the cataphract now, though. So
What's up, boss?
need to offer them an easier target again. The Atlas needs to, you know, get closer. Shit. Seriously, that Jaeger mech didn't get its knockdown. It's a little sad. Alright, let's unleash everything until we run into heat issues, so not the laser. Alright.
Enemy down.
One enemy less to worry about. What are you gonna do, mate? Still gonna shoot. Vicious. Well, Decker shot him down, please.
Ready for orders.
Okay.
On the move. Think I hit something good.
It's not entirely overheated yet, though, sadly. It's getting there, though.
Yes, Commander.
So while Decker continues doing that, I think we might just shoot at the other guys. Also, his back armor is like broken almost to the point where he's gonna die because, you know, going back towards the cicada might actually still kill you. So let's leave that one for Decker. The rest of you can, you know, get started on other things. Like, which one of you has less armor? Actually, we have both the exact same amount of armor. Don't mind that. And let's start with quick draw, I think. That's unsteady. Which one of them moved first? I think actually quick draw moved first because I'm debating again if I want to reserve, let Apex knock him down so Red Star can finish it off. But I think that quick draw is just gonna move first again and screw everything up. So we're not going to do that. So okay, not quite as many lasers. I get it. Still excellent. Kill him. With that. Let's just not fire with the lasers this turn then. Use your arm.
Critical hit, Commander.
The Apex can finish it off.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, how about finishing that draw off? That's something you can do. You know, with one point in the center torso, you actually might. But not the large laser, I guess. Well, any of these weapons should kill him, so let's just love the heat a little bit.
Target confirmed. Target neutralized.
That? What are you gonna do, mate? Nothing at all, alright? Since the heat damage we did... he was already in the critical zone, and even with the 40 heat damage we didn't entirely knock it out. So apparently we need more heat damage to do that, unless the enemy helps us by, you know, putting himself to the edge and then, you know, just gonna help with that. Anyway, but apparently heat damage is an interesting way to deal with the structure, because, you know, only Decker shot at that guy, but his structure isn't looking too great, you know. Also, his back armor isn't looking too hot, you know. Catch my drift, but also he decided to not melee Decker yet, which is a little bit of a weird choice, because, you know, that's what I would have done, you know, face the Cicada and go into melee, which, you know, doesn't generate any sort of heat. Also, apparently we're running out on flamer ammo. Interesting. I believe it was 6 before this patch, and now it has been reduced to 4 ammo per weapon, and apparently it doesn't regenerate somehow. Also, you can't, you know, equip more flamer ammo. So if we want to use the Cicada again, we need to keep in mind that the amount of heat damage it can do is pretty much finite. Anyway.
Acknowledged.
Just gonna give him another back massage again. If he thinks he can ignore the Cicada, he might just...
I copy.
So there's another heat critical.
My flamer is empty.
Yeah, that. Oh, this has lost like half its structure. I mean, the damage is distributed all around the mech, so you don't really benefit that much from it. But, you know, just a couple of large laser shots to his very exposed back might just finish him off. So Decker kind of, in the Cicada, took care of a Thunderbolt, you know, slowly, but eventually, you know. I think it's okay-ish. Since his front armor is pretty much pristine, we're not gonna use our other mechs to deal with it, though. At least not yet. No, not that. I need to move. Okay. Turn.
Affirmative.
Quite a lot less stability damage than with the other guy. I mean, it's also been modified by the pilot's abilities, I think, so... And he lost also all his stability damage again. Interesting change. It's gonna be a lot less of, you know, knocking guys down unless you want to really commit your entire lance to doing that. Which, for now, I'd say is an interesting change. Not sure if it's the most ingenious change that I've ever seen, but it's interesting at least. More weapons though.
Target locked. Orders?
If your back exposed to the thunderbolt, however, you still have armor there, and not sure if he's gonna do anything again because he has heat issues, so let's just continue to ignore him. We don't have breaching shots, so let's use more lasers this time. We might use our high morale for precision strike. This very exposed right torso. Maybe kill off at least that. Possibly more.
On it. Take that.
So what do you do? It's just gonna cool off, okay? Well,
Commander,
Decker. Use those flamers again, sadly. But you can still attack him from behind.
roger that. Target lock on enemy's rear.
Oh, there goes more than half of your weaponry, guy.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
Alright.
I'm here.
You could not melee attack that guy. Good. Since his back is already pretty exposed, let's melee attack his back. The other option would be to unleash the missiles on that guy, which should knock him down. No, it doesn't knock him down, but it should get him into very high unstable. Then Apex can knock him down. Red Star finish him off, but he's not looking too great. He's not looking too great anyway, so maybe we don't actually need all that complicated knocking down crap. So let's actually melee attack that guy, I think. Not melee attack that side though. It just makes this a little bit weird. Since he has pristine armor everywhere but the back, we're not gonna do much. Okay, apparently we're still on the
Taking the shot.
ability plan. Attacking anything but his back is just a waste of, you know, Decker's efforts to blast it open for the entire duration of this mission. And it seems like you're able to attack him from behind, so we're gonna be doing. First, we're gonna check if you're gonna kill that Jaeger mech. I get it. Just either of these two needs to hit the center and it's dead already. If none of them do, you know, we would need like a full salvo of medium lasers to kill it, so we're just gonna not.
Target confirmed.
Some knockdown at least. Oh, it had guarded, I kind of forgot about that. What the hell are you doing? Jesus, man.
Reporting internal damage.
I see.
Commander?
But Apex has more important issues right now, which is to kill off that guy before he stands up again. Does something equally crazy, you know? Let's focus on that. That'll make like a third.
Engaging target. Mech destroyed.
Also gives Decker the chance to finish off his target, you know? He worked so hard on it.
Waiting for orders.
Was ignored by him all the time, you know? Just it's a cicada. I don't shoot at cicadas, you know? Just annoying that they don't do shit.
Firing on rear arc.
That's the leg, which doesn't do anything. Well, you had your chance, Decker.
Yes,
you chose to
Commander.
just ignore it. Like that we're just hitting the front there. If we move, we can't turn around. Oh, from here we can. Try that then. I want to reserve and wait for another guy because he can just move again before that happens. Well. The chances aren't looking too great, so I'd rather use a medium lasers, to be honest. But also precision strike the back. Not sure what with precision strike though. It also increases the chances a bit. So let's try and core it.
Copy that.
Alright.
Target down.
Wait, there's another enemy? What? what did that enemy do? Guys, where'd you go? That's weird.
Move order received. Moving to position.
Move order received.
Way over there. That's particularly odd. Well, the Atlas still has lots of armor, so I'd prefer if the Atlas were to engage it.
Copy
The
that.
rest of you can, you know, stay out of sight. Oh, another 65-ton mech. Very weird.
Location confirmed.
Particularly need to get into any position where he overexposes himself, so let's just set up a flank. We're gonna wait. Not sure why he just didn't move borders before. Just gonna standing around there. Maybe he's stuck in a place where he can't move out of? Is that why he hasn't done anything? Seems like the most logical reason, you know, for him not to do anything.
Coordinates received. Sensors locked on.
K2. Yeah, but it doesn't look like it should be stuck in this position. Well,
Reading you. Engaging target.
okay, so what did we learn this mission? Apparently flamers can be fun, but you should probably time it so that you already use instances where the enemy has
Standing by.
is already pretty much overheated, because then you'll just be able to push him to the brink, which is, you know, total shutdown, so you can get free targeted shots at it. If you don't wait for that, apparently with 4 flamers it's not enough to roast an opponent just by itself, which is sad, but nothing I can do about it now. Apparently. Could sprint, but I'd rather just...
Location confirmed. Firing. Aye, aye.
Reach it. Right then. Sprint over here.
Affirmative.
Again, it didn't move, so guessing he really has issues with not moving for some reason.
Standing
I
by.
had that happen before, but if it does happen, you know, I'm gonna use it if I can. Gonna take vigilance here. Not because he's firing back this turn, but he might fire back next turn, and we also higher initiative orders, we might knock him down before he gets to do anything next turn. You know, that's kind of planning ahead for what we want to do turn later from where we are right now. Don't need to use all the lasers. Keep it heat neutral. And once we got all stability damage in, we might just
Yes, Commander.
knock him down and finish him off.
On the move. Taking the shot.
Take a lot of stability damage apparently.
All out of AC-10 ammo.
Yeah.
What's up, boss?
Move order received. Copy that.
So that will put some amount of stability damage in. Some amount.
Ready for orders.
Fire with a large laser. No reason to run in there.
Confirmed.
So everyone except Apex can move beforehand. So
Yes, Commander.
Mockingbird is not going to be able to knock him down even with the LRM Hailstorm because, you know, of stability roots. He has higher stability tolerance, so while we might do enough stability damage, we're not going to knock him down entirely because he wasn't that unsteady before. Something even I just, you know, noticed like
Yeah, Commander.
post campaign, you know, how that actually works. Anyway, continue. This is gonna knock him down, but can't really target anything. If Decker had an AC2 instead of a large laser, which doesn't fit with the weight, but just saying if he had, he could just knock it down now. But well, we also can't wait for Apex because he's just gonna move or guard and lose all the stability damage. So we need to fire at it now. There's some medium lasers though. Everything, I guess.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
Right?
Orders.
Just continue firing, everyone. Almost got him. Let's kill off his side torso if we can.
Firing.
That was not it.
Standing by.
I don't want to expose her. I really don't want to expose her. I could go in there, use a medium laser, but I don't really want to risk
Affirmative.
losing components here when it stands up and fires. Right now it should only be able to see the Atlas, which is fine. Atlas can take a salvo. Cataphract might just will not die, but you know it could just lose a side torso or an arm and the equipment stored within there. So no need to really risk it at this point. And all the stability damage is gone.
I'm here.
Oh yay! Apparently we need to focus way more on stability damage if we want to abuse that. Which
Target.
I'm not saying is a bad change really. It was a little bit ridiculous at times. Right.
Mech destroyed.
Verb commander, my stops are clear, all primary targets eliminated.
Mission successful.
Yo. So, another change that was supposedly done that I read somewhere is that it should be easier to get to assignments in an area that are closer to the area's estimated level. So, to me that sounded like, you know, if you want to do easy missions for some reason because you have, you know, some crazy rule sets that you want to use in order to use some of the least used mechs in the playthrough, then you can go ahead. But so far I haven't really seen that happening because I really had to, you know, like travel around for a month just to get this contract, and it's just not financially efficient. I mean, I just got I believe 300,000 credits for this contract, and just 1 month without doing anything we lose like a mil just on, you know, salaries, mech, keeping our mechs there, and you know, just staying afloat. So I mean, I could have gone for more money instead of salvage, but you know, with a battle I thought maybe we can just finish something off and get some additional options for the future. I'll get another plus large laser, you know? I like large lasers, and also a lot of plus medium lasers. Better take the damage one now. So my point there was that it looks like it actually has not become easier to you know, do that, which would probably leave me with, you know, not making too many episodes out of this format, you know, because it's kind of difficult to find just, you know, 4-star missions, let alone 3-star missions, which are exceedingly rare at this point. And when I'm at 4.5 or 5, you know, I can just take everything, and you know, I will take the heavy weights because they just tend to kill things easier. So yeah, thought the chances might actually increase with the patch, but so far I haven't really seen it. Seems like it's about as difficult to get these kind of jobs as before, because it's always offering, you know, 5-star jobs in the system nearby that is at 4 stars, and it has a 5-star job for some reason because, you know, you want epic jobs, right? You know, I want to try stuff out, man. You know, but I can't really do that much. I don't know. I'll probably still do more missions. Maybe we'll have to go to 4.5 and 5-star now, and you know, try some of those missions. Though it will probably not keep me entertained for many more episodes. So we see where that leads us to. Take a look at the contracts here now, for instance. Ooh, 3.5. Yeah, that's at least. Well, apparently it's not quite as bad. 3.5 Tundra for the Magistracy. That looks like a job that we can do. Battle again, you know. Why can I not get any interesting contracts that are not battles? Anyway, in the next episode we're probably going to be doing this contract. We'll have to travel again and all, but I think we're just going to take it anyway. I'll probably go for max reputation just for the achievement, because I still haven't gotten that. And I'd definitely like to take some more reputation with the Magistracy. Anyway, if I really need money, you know, I have still a lot of mechs and equipment that I can sell. So no need to be too worried there. Anyway, so in the next episode we're gonna go here. Maybe I'll change some mechs around, especially now that we need hell more stability damage if we really want to knock something down. Might want to make some adjustments, because now it's either, you know, if you don't really focus on stability damage, you have to really plan ahead when it's your enemy's turn and plan your fire accordingly so that you can, you know, make use of it. I'm not sure that's something that I want to take care of every time. I mean, normally I wouldn't be running around with a Flamer Cicada, which didn't contribute to any stability damage at all. Just, you know, had its own overheating thing, which, as we've seen, is an interesting mechanic. But unless you're able to totally shut someone down with it, with 4 shots, you're not gonna kill one you're not gonna kill an enemy just with the overheat damage. So I probably need to either have more mechs with flamers, or just not use it at all. And since I don't really have too many mechs that can even use flamers and that would be safe to use it with, probably not gonna use it in the future anymore, I'm sorry. But we'll see more of that next time. Have a good one.